Do you guys like my snowman shirt? It's spring, almost summer here, but figured it was cute. And I just wore my Let's Add Some Excitement shirt, and I figured I'd do that. It is Saturday, June 14th, 2025, 2:51 p.m. And it is Saturday. I think I just said that, but I just felt like making one more video, and yeah, just kind of making a video because this is video number 2. I just finished recording my other video about like creativity and what do I do, and I was showing you guys some stuff that I got. And yeah, I just love making these videos. So this one's gonna be about mental health. Like, my name is Ashley, and this is Ash Tube Talks, and I have schizophrenia, and that feels so liberating to say because all of us try to work on our mental health, and it is so hard sometimes to just be able to work on our mental health. And I do it all the time. I go every 6 months. Every 6 months I go get my shot, and my medicine's called Invega. First Invega Sustena, which is the 1 month, and then Invega Trinza, which is the 3 month. Then we got Invega Half Euro, which is the 6 month, which is something that I've worked up to. So I've taken each of them and built my way up to taking the 6 month shot. And I really feel like I'm doing well on that, and it's helping me. And of course, there's side effects, but that's, it's worth it to have that good mental health and just work on having. Oh, this is the bus. But yeah, it's worth it to have that good mental health. And it's not only the medication. Yes, it does help, but it also, like, I'm also putting in the work, so that's like, I don't know, the other 50%, like to put in work and trying your best. Like, I heard all these stories. There was times it felt like I was literally speaking to God in my mind, and it was just really wild. Like, about 2015 to 2020, I went on a lot of spiritual, mental journeys, and I hope to share them sometime, whether it ends up being a YouTube video or many YouTube videos or a book or a couple books. I don't know. I haven't written any books, but I love the process of writing, but I also love the process of making these videos. But I want to do something creative with all the evolving stories that I heard, because it's like the stories always changed, and it's just hearing all of those thoughts and having them change, like it comes out in fragments. Like, during that time, one time it was like angels and demons like thinking to me, and I had to do certain actions. Then another time it was that show Rick and Morty, like Rick Sanchez was talking to me, and we were going on adventures in the mind. And then another time it was this little green alien dude thinking to me. And then this one actually still follows me, this mad scientist Alfred, but in a good way. But it's just like, I love to talk about, I don't know if I should call them delusions, because it's just kind of like hearing another perspective, hearing a whole other world. But I want to help people not be so afraid of those kind of thoughts. If you get them, let them happen, but don't try to follow into the commands. Do what you can to just, like, listen to them and maybe write it down, make a story out of it, or do something like this, like make a YouTube video and try to turn that pain and being afraid of what you went through, try to like churn it into like a healthy thing where you make it into a video. Like, this is just stuff popping in my head, but just trying to take those thoughts and make them more positive and make a story out of it. And like, I'm getting the memory one night, my old childhood home, we had a pool and there were pool lounge chairs, and I had to, like, it was the witching hour, so like between 2 and 6 a.m. I laid on the, like 4 to 6 a.m., like when the sun started coming up, I like laid on that pool lounger chair because I was like, okay, well, the demons, and I heard certain names of demons, but I don't want to say certain names, but I was like, you gotta stay on the pool lounger chair, you can't touch your foot to the ground or you'll get like sucked into the earth. And I was just kind of like, oh my god, like, so once the sun came up, I felt safe and I could put my foot on the ground. But that's just one out of, like, it feels like thousands or at least hundreds of stories that I went through, and it's just, I'd love to be able to share them, and I want to share them to help people, because people going through this kind of thing, like when you're living in it, like a person with schizophrenia, like someone will be talking to you, but you could be hearing a whole other story in your head and certain commands to do things. But I really believe trying to piece together those stories is like so important, because going through those hard things, sometimes you feel like you're alone because the other person is not hearing the same thing that you are in your head. And it's just so hard to deal with sometimes, like going through those, really, they're like, they feel like mental journeys, like different evolving stories in the mind, and it just, to be able to share them, I really feel like it's important. And there would be times I'd go on midnight walks. Some nights I'd just go walk until I got lost hearing whole stories in my head. And I remember a time in particular, a police officer drove me home because he drove by, and I'm like, I don't know where I am, can you drive me home? And he did. I might have ended up going to the psych ward a couple days later, but that's where it gets fuzzy. But it's been at least 5 to 6 years since I've been to a psych ward, and I've seen, like, and I've been there at least 12 different times. But I don't see that as a bad thing. I see that as a time where, like, I needed to learn certain things to make myself okay. Like, there's so many stories just popping in, and I'd love to make like a whole book out of it, because I feel like that would be so cool to turn all the hard things I went through, like to shed light on some things that I was hearing in the mind, and also to be able to turn them into YouTube videos. I'm just still figuring out and experimenting with how I want to do that, but I feel like that would be so cool. And sorry, I have a like cold, so I'm a little like, my voice is a little low and raspy, and I keep blowing my nose, but yeah. Like one day I woke up and I just thought I was in the psych ward, and I woke up and I thought I was God, so I had to step a certain way because I was afraid if I stepped a certain way, like I would like blow a house down like a tornado. It was really weird. And being in those type of shoes, it was just so weird to hear those things and follow those commands, like step a certain way so you don't blow the house down. And it's just like, they're all stories and they're all evolving, and even now they evolve, but not in a scary way. I feel like because I'm in a better space mentally, like meeting my boyfriend Bobby. We have a 40-year age difference. But he was in a dark place and I was in a dark place, and we helped find the light in each other, and that really helped me be like a better person, and he helped me be a better person. Like, he gave me a love that my mom couldn't give me, and I'm really grateful for that. And he made me so happy, like, and he taught me a lot, and I know I would never revert back to what I was, and not everybody has that. But nowadays there's so much tools available to people working with their mental health. I feel like we're all working on our mental health, but also people with schizophrenia. Like, there's so much tools out there to learn how to be a better person. So in my case, like, in a way, like, love saved me, and now I was so afraid, but now I have so much love in my heart, and I love you so much. To anybody watching, I love you. And I just have so much love in my heart, when before I had so much fear, and I'm just grateful that I'm able to kind of, I know I'm only skimming the surface, but I'm grateful that I'm able to share this type of stuff. And my boyfriend Bobby is at our favorite local hangout, and I made that other video with my Let's Add Excitement shirt. Now I got the snowman shirt. I figured I'd change shirts so I can talk about a different topic. But yeah, I was thinking, I did some creative stuff today. I tried to do some art, but that didn't really work out. But like I said, life is full of experimenting. I was debating on pulling out the MIDI, but I ended up just shutting the laptop off, because I'm just like, I don't feel like focusing too much on that. So what I might end up doing later today is, cleaning up around here and making things look nice and doing my own type of thing. We put our laundry out. It's laundry day, so I wore some clothes that I still had kicking around, and I'm just kind of gonna relax and enjoy my own type of stuff, like probably get some dishes done, maybe throwing things away that no longer serve me, and doing some reorganizing, and maybe possibly some cleaning. I have this to-do list. I'll show it to you guys. And there's even more stuff, but this is just all I could fit on the page. There's 27 things. I think I got a couple things done, but like 10 and 11 I got done, but it's my to-do list. There's 27 things on it, and there's even more that I can think of, which I might add to the back. But it's like a weekend to-do list, but that'll take probably a couple weeks just to do all the stuff that I want to do. Because yesterday I was getting overwhelmed, so I ended up pulling myself into creative projects after I did a few things on the to-do list, because it's not all about getting it all done. You want to like chip away at it so it doesn't become too overwhelming. But yeah, I think that's the message. Those are the messages for today. And this is my old phone. I'm recording with the new phone to get 1% better on videos, so like the camera quality's a little better, which is nice. And I got my ring light set up. I usually set that up for every video, but it is ending the video, and it is 3:05 p.m. Saturday, June 14th, 2025. And yeah, not sure when the next video is going to be. Ooh, I got my tea right here. Lovely tea. It's very good. I'm going to heat it up and just enjoy some of the day outside. And yeah, I love you so much. I have so much love in my heart. I will see you in the next video. Till next time. Bye for now.